Phoenix Down Radio is on the air. With your hosts,
Klauss Nightbringer,
Seyrr Kimono,
Chille,
and Luna Vox.
welcome everybody to Phoenix Down Radio, episode number 74. How's everyone doing tonight?
tired and achy.
Tired and achy. Why? Oh, wait. I know why.
Yeah.
I want a buttload of cats.
What?
I have one cat. I can provide you with one cat.
Awesome. I may have binged the entirety of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Well, shit. Look at that. Are you going to become a crazy cat lady now?
There is exactly one problem with that.
Which is?
Could he be a crazy cat laddie?
Oh, that works.
So he's going Scottish?
Scottish.
If it's not Scottish, it's crap!
Oh my god.
All I know is I'm picturing cats with kilts.
I need a banana now.
Wow.
That actually sounds amazing. Now we just need to get a picture of a whole bunch of Mikotes wearing like some sort of plaid skirt or something like
Oh
that.
my god.
There we got it.
No, please.
It's a thing. It's canon. Welcome to the
It
show,
is
everybody.
already a
Sarah,
Mikote.
we're in the basement of the PDR house. If you're on Hyperion and you want to join us, come on over to Shirogane, Ward 10, Plot 60. We're in the basement of the Phoenix Rising Free Company house. So if you want to join us live and watch the loveliness here on the server, by all means, join us. And if you're listening to us on the podcast, come join us live sometime at twitch.tv/PhoenixDownRadio. We do this every other Saturday night at 8:30 Central Time, which is 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific.
And
So-
you'll regret every second of it.
Absolutely.
Be one of us. One of us.
One of us.
So what have you guys been up to the last 2 weeks?
Stuff and things. I
Anything?
haven't actually been on that much because I hate for stealth bragging, but the last few weeks my stack's been really lucky in like one-shot God Kefka.
Ooh,
And
look at
so-
me. I'm Chille, and I'm a high-end
But
raider.
I
One shot
hate
got
it.
Kefka.
I actually hate it because it means I've got less reasons to log on. I like the fact it took us a while to beat it because I had reasons to keep logging on during the week.
Well, I noticed you've been playing a lot more Overwatch over on twitch.tv/PSU Live.
Yeah, you can go check them out when I stream sometimes.
Chili,
I was going to...
how come we're not friends on the Overwatches and the stuff?
Do you have
Am I
it for
not good enough for
PS4s?
you? Huh?
Do you have it for PS4s?
No.
There we go.
There's no crossplay on that,
Aw.
unfortunately. Not like Fortnite.
Yeah.
Well, even Fortnite doesn't have crossplay anymore.
Well, I thought
It does.
I think you can still play if they're on your friends list or something, can't you?
Yeah,
Mm.
if you got friends, you can still play with PS4 players.
So we'll have to get your friend code later, Chille. And Luna, I
Yeah.
need your friend code. I sent you my link a while
guess.
ago, so
I guess.
I did buy the season 5 pass for that. So
So
Nice.
you boosted your.
no, I didn't boost. I just paid the normal price for it.
Mm-hmm.
So
But yeah, I was
I'm
going to
doing
stream
it
some more of
slowly.
that beta this weekend, but I found out I missed the times.
oh, the,
'Cause the
can you,
servers
is that a
open up
beta
for
you can
certain
talk
times.
about?
Yeah, because it's public.
Okay, the Naruto Boruto thingy.
Yeah,
That
But the
sounds
server-
like a Lalafell name.
Naruto X Boruto Shinobi Striker, which sounds more like a ninja football game.
I'm sorry. Can you say that once again? Because I did not follow a single word of your weeaboo-ness.
Naruto X Boruto Shinobi Striker, which, as I said before,
Naruto X Baguto.
Boruto.
Boruto
Baguto.
Popoto.
Shinobi's
Naruto
X
X
Boruto
Baguto.
Boruto Burrito.
Wait. So it's Naruto X Boruto, so like a slash pairing.
Yeah,
Yeah, father and son.
Yeah, you think that stops people?
Oh,
It
Daddy.
sure doesn't stop the Japanese sometimes. I mean, if we really want to be honest.
Date bayo.
No.
Oh God.
Anyway, I know this isn't a general gaming show like what Chille's normal podcast is at psu.podbean.com.
Naruto Espagato.
What's that? That sounds like the Spanish version.
That's a spicy meatball.
Yeah, I was thinking about Despacito too. There.
Despacito? Oh God.
Espada.
The Espada? Now it's Bleach?
Oh shit.
Okay. Anything else that you guys have been up to since the last episode?
I've been up to some very interesting things.
Do tell.
Here. I've actually been hanging out on Mateus a lot.
You've been working on an alt?
I actually have an alt that I had boosted, and I've been playing through Stormblood again. And I brought her over to Mateus because I'm like, well, I can't get in on Balmung, but Mateus is supposed to be like Balmung. So I went to Mateus, and turns out I found a bunch of memeing, shitposting, lewd people that are very, very much.
Your
Wait,
people.
you found the Crucible.
I found my people, pretty much. And I made a link shell one day. The next day it had 80 people in it. So
Luna found shit posters confirmed.
I found my people.
Wait, you found the Crucible.
No. Maybe, but no. Not officially. But yeah, I've been hanging out on Mateus a lot and having a lot of fun on there, actually.
Because Luna likes to shit post.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I found that people who RP kind of more casually and that are kind of sometimes lewd about it, but like are kind of more carefree-ish.
They also tend to screw up the lore less. For people who are like, oh man, you have to get all the lore right. Like, a lot of the really serious people have this tendency to make up their own stuff.
Yeah.
I've been getting in a lot of lore discussions lately.
Yeah, it's...
I'll be honest, when you say, every time you say Mateus, all I think is that Planet of the Apes song by The Simpsons.
Oh my god.
For some reason.
Dr. Zayas.
Dr. Zayas. Dr. Zayas. Dr. Zayas.
That's
Dr.
enough,
Matus,
Seyrr.
Dr. Matus.
Dr. Zayas. What's wrong with me? I think you're crazy.
Anyway, I need to mute him, I think.
Probably for the best.
Yes.
It's my fault, sorry, sir.
So
I should take
Luna's
the blame.
been shitposting. Seyrr can't stop singing when he gets a song in his head. We've known that.
That was already true.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
we've already
knew
known
that
that.
was fact.
But yeah, I've been on Mateus, but I've also been planning a free company event for those on Hyperion, if anyone is interested.
Ooh.
Ooh. Maybe I'll get an Lalafell date afterwards.
Actually, this one is a little more interactive. It's not exactly RP based, but anyone can come over. It is a hide and seek event. Basically, we have people out. We're gonna do the A Realm Reborn areas, and we're gonna have people hide, and we're gonna give the seekers 3 clues, lore-based clues on where to find them, and whoever finds them first gets a prize.
And when is this happening?
Well, it's called Hunt for the Booty, and it is happening Sunday, August 12th, starting at 3 p.m. EST, 12 p.m. PST.
Ooh.
Yep.
Right in the middle of EV Day.
Yep. So basically, yeah, if you guys want to come by, it's over on the Hyperion server. Lavender Beds Ward 15 Plot 3 is where we are starting the hunt from. But yeah, we have a bunch of minions, Bardings. I actually have the Garabonian hairstyle, one of those to give away too. There's Glamours, there's Gil, a bunch of stuff. So if you can come by all means. I mean, you can make an alt, and I'm pretty sure you can hit level 50 by the time the event starts. So you'll be able to run all around with all of us.
Yay. Anything else you guys have been up to?
Not really, to be honest. Oh, I got to floor 71 in Heaven and High.
Cool. We haven't started yet. We're hoping to. We were just trying to talk Chille into joining us and getting a PDR.
I
Heaven
would
High
love
group.
that.
Maybe we can start that on Friday.
That sounds good.
Does that work for everybody?
On Friday. Yeah, I think I could do
You said like Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday were your days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise we could do it on a Tuesday if that works for everybody as well. So we can plan that later. We don't have to discuss it on the
Yeah.
show. But so look forward to
They
that.
might want to know so they can come watch.
Please look forward to it.
But yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that we will probably be streaming here on Twitch as well. So probably multi-twitching.
Yeah,
Luna will
probably.
probably be broadcasting, and I'll broadcast it here on the Phoenix Down Radio channel.
You know, I'll broadcast it on PSG Live as well.
So yeah, we'll have a total of 4 people watching us across all 3 channels. But yeah, aside from that, we hit over 200 days in a row streaming here at twitch.tv/Phoenix Down Radio. So very happy for that. Been streaming a lot of stuff on here, mostly Final Fantasy 14. We've been doing some leveling up in Final Fantasy 6, getting ready to climb Kefka's Tower, and did some Zapdos Day raids. For those of you guys who play Pokemon Go, it was Zapdos Day for 3 hours today, where all of the gyms had Zapdos raids.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, finally got some
I
shinies
caught-
out of that though. So
I caught one shiny, but I'm happy with one.
exactly, and we can talk more about Pokemon Go at a later time. I just figured I'd throw that out there because it is something that a lot of people do. I'm friends with a bunch of you, so hopefully you guys had good luck and were able to get out in the community and get some of that stuff as well.
I did not.
But you were with family, so that's important
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it was fun.
Tim couldn't find a team. I felt bad.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
If he were a little bit closer, I'd tell him to come up this way, but it's a few hours to drive up here, so. All right. Let's get into some gaming community news then, guys. Let's start with some news we got about the Dissidia game. Renoa is being added to the Dissidia Arcade version this month, and then they'll be added later in August to the Dissidia Final Fantasy NT game on PS4. It's going to be a part of the season pass for that game. I'm not sure who all plays that. I kind of wanted to get into it, but haven't had time. I've been playing a lot of Opera Omnia though, but not much NT. But for those of you who do play it, you'll have Renoa as a playable character. Hopefully you'll get access to some of the all of her special moves, like from Final Fantasy VIII. With why can't I think of the dog's name now?
Angelo.
Thank you. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Getting Angelo Cannon and Angelo Rush.
That is such a terrible idea. Why are you firing your dog at a Malboro?
Because it's super effective.
That cannot end well. That ends with no more dog and possibly a sternly worded letter from the Timber Society for the Protection of Animals.
No. So another free
I'll be
login-
honest, you'll get the warning just as soon as you put the dog on your wrist and then
Pretty-
fire it.
Also, that can't be good for your wrist. I mean, that's not a small dog.
She doesn't skip wrist day.
That has other implications that I don't want to think about.
All right, so there's another free login campaign from now until August 2nd. You can sign into your Final Fantasy 14 account and play for up to 96 hours if you have been unsubbed for, I believe, 30 days plus. Just a reminder that as soon as you sign in, that 96 hours starts counting down. So make sure that before you sign in, you have some time to sit down, let the game update, and then play. Because otherwise, that 4 days will go fast. We're going to talk about this, but I know it's going to have a kind of a sore spot for a lot of people. NA FanFest ticket sales have come and gone. Like, they sold out in less than half an hour.
That was pretty, yeah.
Yeah. I'm so happy I didn't try and get tickets.
Like, we weren't even trying to go for them, but holy shit.
Seyrr, you got your ticket, right?
Yep, I'm
Okay.
going along with my friend Spender.
Okay, so you got in. I know a number of other content creators will be there, but I also know a lot of people who won't be going, and they wanted to.
Like Flatters, he is awesome, but he can get a ticket.
So I mean, it's going to be really tough. I know a lot of people they're contemplating just going anyway and hanging out outside the venue.
Yeah.
Like some people already had their tickets for their airplane booked, and they also had their hotel already reserved, so they're going to just go and hang out there.
Yeah, that might have been jumping the gun a little bit.
So,
I mean, hotel reservations can be canceled, but the plane ones.
Well, it depends on.
Well, not even the hotel can't be cancelled, I don't think.
Actually, they can be canceled up to 72 hours in advance.
Okay.
But it actually depending on how they were purchased. If they went through like a third party site, sometimes there is a no cancellation fee or something like that. But
that's what I'm sure I've read. Some people were having trouble with cancellation because of the
special
code.
that they got. Like some of them bought like airfare and hotel as a part of a package deal. Because
you got the code to give you a discount. Yeah, with the Rio.
No, that code you can cancel that one.
Okay.
I checked on that already, so.
Okay, good.
So that one, because you're going directly through the hotel on it.
Well, in England, most hotels you can't cancel.
Yeah, well, there's a reason we rebelled from you guys.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
If you go for the cheap packages, you can't cancel if you pay more.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you're buying it as a package.
Yeah.
One of the things that you are paying for when you pay extra is the luxury to be able to change your mind.
Yeah, that's what the hotel. That's the hotel itself. They're not just. That's the hotel. Yeah, the company itself, where you'll be like, oh, it's £100 for the night if you want it to pay now, or £140, but you can cancel it.
Yep, that's exactly right. So that's why people will do that. But then, like I said, people still will cancel, but the company still gets their money.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people are saying, it's not all about the events of FanFest. While the event that Square Enix put on is fun, I had the most fun hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
That was the best part of my time in Vegas 2 years ago. So,
like the stuff that was going on in the convention hall, it was nice and all, but on a certain level, it was a little bit forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the actual hanging out with people and chatting and whatnot, that was bad.
Hell, I never tried the mini games.
Oh, we played some of the mini games. I mean, they were fun. We did, like I said, playing the events, the computer games. Those are kind of fun. But and the biggest things that you get with the tickets to FanFest are the keynotes and the concerts.
Yeah.
Which the keynotes, at least, and the other panels, they're making available to a wider audience.
Yep. But
and for free.
Yep. But the best part was hanging out with everybody. So I mean, if you are one of those people who ended up getting a package with airfare and a hotel, and you didn't get a FanFest ticket, go anyway. Enjoy your time. And there's going to be a lot of events and things outside of FanFest that people will be putting on. So listen to all the different content creators. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on coming up in the next few weeks.
At that point, the other thing I might suggest is, while that airfare is typically not refundable, it is typically possible to change where you're going. So maybe go have yourself a vacation or something. Go somewhere you hadn't been before.
Well, it depends on
I suggest anywhere with hot springs.
Like I said, it depends on if they got like a hotel and airfare package.
Yeah.
That you can't
But I mean,
change.
But if it was one where you have the option, even the ones that aren't refundable sometimes can be changed. Check on the specifics of that, and maybe have a different adventure.
Exactly. But like I said, if you still plan on going to Vegas, there's still going to be a lot of things to do outside of FanFest. So enjoy yourselves anyway. For those of you who did get tickets, have a great time. And like I said, there's going to be a lot of cool people there. I hope it is a blast for everybody. EU FanFest tickets are scheduled to go on sale next week, July 23rd. So to all of our EU listeners, make sure you've received your code from Square Enix. You'll get that in an email, just like the NA people did.
Not that the codes really worked, but
for us. However, they've changed things to where
Yeah.
you have to click on the link in the email to get into the pre-sale site.
yeah.
I don't think I've even got an email yet.
That's weird. But you're not going, right?
No,
But
they
if you,
must have known. But yeah, no emails.
if
There
you,
was something about if you're properly signed up for marketing emails.
correct. If you have your if you opted out of the marketing emails from Square Enix, you will not get these emails. So contact customer support. They'll help you get those re-enabled, and then you'll get that code available so you can get tickets before they go on sale to the general public the next week, if there are any left.
I'm gonna go with no.
If the NA sale is any indicator, yeah, it's probably going to sell out pretty fast too.
Yeah.
Probably not quite as fast as it did here, but still probably pretty fast.
Hopefully
So,
it's
I
not
must
as
admit-
big as a big. Hopefully it's not as big of a shit show as NA's was.
Oh, that
I
was,
do feel sorry for some mates though, because they wanted to go, especially some YouTubers that I follow. Mione, I don't know if you guys have watched.
Yep,
He was
I know
hoping
Mione.
to go to. He was hoping to go to the EU Fan Fest, but he can't afford it because the tickets have gone up sale way earlier than he expected.
oh, so he wasn't planning on having them go on sale on Tuesday?
No, but well, it's kind of short notice, really, compared to North America.
It sounds like if there had been more time, he would have the money saved up
Yeah.
for it.
Okay.
America got like several months. We got like 2
Hey guys,
weeks.
they're going on sale soon. Here you go.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, can't please everyone, unfortunately. It sucks, but what do you do? Sarah, let's do the gacha roundup before we talk about the next bit.
Okay. So, lots of fun stuff going on. We've got lots of games that are doing special summertime events. And for a lot of them, this is around the time when they first started service. So we've been getting a lot of anniversary events as well. Why is this not loading? My computer's freezing up. I've got notes there. Do the first one while I'm...
So, Final Fantasy Record Keeper. They have revamped how the Torment dungeons worked. And those are going to be done with stamina only now. So that is all live in the game.
Yep. Those new torments have some incredibly powerful rewards and are also designed to be more of a long-term goal. Like they explicitly do not expect any but the biggest whales to be able to clear them right now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be something where you make a little progress and start getting rewards over time.
Yep. They have access to 6-star abilities if you're able to clear through those.
Mm-hmm. The first one is a Final Fantasy Tactics one, which a lot of people are better situated for since Tactics has historically been one of the stronger realms with lots of good stuff.
Yep. The current event currently focuses on Final Fantasy IX, featuring the competition between Amarant and Zidane.
I still keep forgetting Amarant even exists, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like I said. I still play this game every once in a while. I try and keep up with all the characters as much as I can, but there's just so much to worry about in that game that I can't focus on it as much as you do, Seyrr. But they will be adding Final Fantasy V event soon with a Torment dungeon featuring Bartz and Gilgamesh.
Yeah,
So-
that one also has a number of anticipated things for Bartz, the continually overpowered Spellblader.
Butts and Greg.
Oh,
Greg
they're
Butts.
so adorable together.
Defu has been amazing, though.
Yeah, they are in the midst of a event featuring Final Fantasy XI's Lion, who is a sneak attacking thief type, and are going to be shortly starting up an Auron event. Auron focusing on debuffing with a unique melee resistance debuff, which will be very helpful for people who are running largely physical teams.
As well as they've got an Alexander event to build up your Alexander summon.
Yep, lots of good defensive holy options from that one.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun, and I've actually had some pretty good luck from some of the draws as well.
Mm-hmm.
I got my
The food
second.
stuff-
I finally got my first character with dual 6 stars. Cloud, of course, because it was just the easiest one to get. But
Really?
yeah,
I guess if you're polling for him.
No, I had gotten really lucky with some of my pulls from before, so I figured it was just easier to spend the what I had on finishing it and going from there.
Makes sense. I've actually been having a really great time with Pinello, who, if you have her 35 CP, becomes an insane support beast.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the next one I get is going to be Squall's 35 CP sword. Because that is, it makes for some really
It's good. I just, like, Squall bores me.
Yeah, like I said, for what I've been running lately, it's been very helpful because I've been trying to get all of the crystals to level up my crystal levels, and it makes it much easier to get a lot of crystals in the rank 50 dungeons.
Mobius is also having a summertime event right now.
And this one is weird.
Yeah, that one's featuring a variety of summertime activities done through the Mobius mechanics. So that's including things like launching fireworks, smashing melons on the beach, a traditional Japanese summer activity, hiking, beach rally, so a beach race, and I believe they just launched the diving. Yep. And in a few days, we're going to be having a special ranking event against everyone's favorite octopus.
Yay, takoyaki for everyone!
Hey, fried foods on the beach. Totally great.
Yes. And then Brave Exvius, which I know some people still play.
I mean, I got back into playing it, so...
You are spending more time on it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one, what was the thing? They've just started a special set of events where you can get access to materials to upgrade weapons.
Yep.
Further stuff in exploring the the characters like Rain's father. I actually managed to get his unit, so I'm rather pleased about that.
Yeah, and they're having a very extended second anniversary edition right now.
Yep, that one is still ongoing.
Yep, they've got a lot of daily gifts you get. You get a number of free summons and other special events going on. So, I mean, there's a lot of free stuff you can get if you log in daily. I have been, but...
It's a fine tradition for these types of games. When the anniversary comes around, they start giving away lots of fun stuff.
Yes. So if I ever decide to get back into it again, then I'll be ready to go for a very long time.
Woo, future-proofing.
Exactly. All right, and then the last little bit I want to talk about in the gaming community news is a poll that went out recently from Square Enix regarding it's part of the 5th anniversary of Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. We're coming up on that 5-year mark already that ARR was released, and the dev team would like to know what some of your favorite music is. So you get the opportunity to vote for your favorite 10 tracks out of a possible 393 choices coming from the 5 OSTs for the expansions.
Damn, there's a lot of music in this game.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for that sub, Fried Popoto. We really appreciate that. Sub hype.
Hey, thank you.
Way.
It's amazing. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, me and Chille are still here.
We're glad you are. So I posted a link in the Twitch chat for the vote. In order to vote, Chille learned you have to be signed in.
Good job, Chille.
And Puma, we got a sub train going. Thank you so much for that sub. I guess one of our first sub trains that we've had. Well, more than one sub. I'm calling it a train.
I feel like that means something else.
Only after dark. Giggity. So anyway, go to the link in the Twitch chat. Like I said, for those of you listening on the podcast, it will be as part of the show notes as well. You by August 10th, and choose your favorite songs. So I want to spend a little bit of time and talk with you guys about what are some of your favorite songs from the game we've gotten so far. So I know which ones that I chose when I submitted my choice already.
Which ones did you choose, Klauss?
I'm bringing up the list right now. So I tried to be even throughout the different OSTs because there's a lot of songs that I really like throughout.
Look at me, I'm Klauss, and I'm trying to be even-handed and fair and not play favorites.
Okay. I think one of my favorite songs, of course, is Oblivion. The Shiva song is just amazing. it's one of the first songs that had a feeling to me that it works within the game, but it's also a great song on its own. It has, a lot of strong feelings with it. The lyrics are very good, and I guess I just really enjoy that type of song. So that was one of the first ones I picked. Gateway to Paradise. For those of you who know, I love Chocobo themes. So I had to pick that one because that's got that nice surfer beat.
That's the
surfer
one
rock.
that plays when you're racing at the Gold Saucer, I believe.
Correct. Night in the Broom, just a classic song. I love that song when nighttime hits in Ishgard. I also had to pick a couple of Alexander songs. I had to pick Locus, and I had to pick Metal Brute Justice mode. Brute Justice! Brute Justice!
We're getting it this time, right?
Oh, I also had to pick Rise. Sonic Boom!
Not
Yes, we
forward
are
and back and forward and back and forward and back.
I thought about it, but it's good, but it's not as good as some of these other ones that I picked. Crimson Sunrise. That one is kind of a shout out to Aurori. It's the morning theme of Kugane. Dancing Mad Movement 4. It's like the theme that plays at the beginning of Final Fantasy VI. I just love that sound. It's amazing. And then it goes
feels
into
a little unfair on some of them. That's like, you're pretty much just saying Final Fantasy VI was awesome. I mean, I know that's not quite it, and yes, it is. It is awesome. But it's like, part of me feels like, hey, we should be aiming for stuff that's unique to this series.
Well, no, but I really enjoyed what they did with it and how it fits within our game as well.
That's fair.
And then I had to pick Primal Judgment, the Astral to Umbral version. A little bit more kicked up rockin' version. It's actually the version from Uwu. Ultimate Weapon Ultimate.
Oh.
So those are the ones that I picked. Like I said, a lot of it's just because it's personal preferences. And
yes, that's the entire thing. It's your personal preference. That's how these things work, Klauss.
I can't find my favorite song.
What's your favorite song, Chille?
Is it Papaya?
I almost picked that
Papaya.
one. It is there. I almost picked it, but
Where is it?
it's under the Before the Fall,
Look.
Okay.
the gold one.
Oh, I guess I should put on my glasses and look at this, huh?
I was about to ask, so like, is there the one that has the 1.0 music in it? Because there's definitely a few tracks from there that are still in my heart.
Before Meteor is not included.
Oh, well.
Like I said, because it's celebrating the 5 years of ARR, they've excluded that first soundtrack.
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
I will go with Papaya. That's my favorite song.
Papaya, papaya, papaya.
Oh, let's see.
What about the Papaya demastered version?
Not a big fan of it.
You
I
don't
also
like that?
found out they've got 2 different King Moogalug songs on the list, so I'm going to go with both of them.
Because you're a slave to the Moogles?
King Moogalug.
What do you decree?
Off with
Oh,
the
God.
head.
Please no. Please no. I'm done with Moogles.
Yes, yes?
I mean, if I really wanted to...
No, we're not even going to talk about those catfish.
Yes, yes?
No,
I feel like if I really wanted to make people upset, I'd be like, yeah, put the Fractal Continuum in there. Or how about Never Reap?
All I know is there's one song called What Is Love. I kind of want it just because of the name.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Yeah.
Don't hurt me.
Fry Popoto, if you haven't heard this song, you can actually go out to that site, and it will. There's going to be an option for you to listen to every song. About 30 seconds of each song you can listen to, and it'll help to remind you what it is, or if you haven't heard it before, give you an idea what it sounds like.
Yeah,
It's just how they
Popoto,
remind you what they really are.
Okay, I can already tell you 2 of my selection,
Okay.
which would be Sultana Dreaming
Mm-hmm.
and Battle of the Big Bridge.
Oh, that's another good one.
That was a good one, yeah. I'll have to steal that one as well.
Yeah, I mean,
How dare you?
That was one I was thinking of too, but like I said, it falls just outside my top 10.
You're not allowed to like it because I like it. That's how this works, right?
Fine, then I'm going to go with X thingy entropy.
Exponential.
Entropy.
There we go. Yeah.
Forward and back.
Yeah. One step forward.
You're allowed.
Yeah.
What about you,
What
Seyrr?
is
We haven't heard
love?
from what are some of
Baby,
yours?
Oh.
don't hurt me. Ink Long Dry is
Hard to
another
say.
good one.
I am actually a super
the
big
Mushroom
fan
Lady.
of the. I forget the exact name of it. It's something like Coming Home. The music that plays in the drowned city of Scala.
Yeah, I think that's Coming Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ink Long Dry, that's the one from Google, right?
Yep.
Yep. That I almost picked that one too. Like I said, I think that's just outside my top 10.
But yeah, there's something about the music for Scala. Like, I know it's kind of a mix of the Locks theme, Songs of Salt and Suffering, and also the Alla Megan national anthem. And just knowing that, knowing the history of Scala, all that, it just gives it this wonderful, mournful feel that I really, really love. Because apparently I like being sad.
Hyper Rainbow Z.
Okay, that's also good.
Mhm.
Where's that? Because I was going to go with that.
That is under the purple one.
Yes.
I'm going to go with that one just because go Posing Rangers.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, it also that actually was not its first appearance, just so you know.
Oh,
It wasn't?
The first appearance of it was actually the Allied Beast Tribe quest for the Realm Reborn Beast Tribes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the scene where all of them come together, the power of the various tribes coming together as one for heroic yada yada yada. And then the kobold messed up his lines because kobolds.
The reason we're talking about this not only because the music is amazing, and we do a thing every Monday here on the stream where we play Final Fantasy music, but the winning selections will actually be chosen for a best of compilation this fall. So I mean,
which you can buy for $60 at Square Enix.
Probably not that much. It's probably not going to be a full blown Blu-ray release. It's
You're
probably
right,
gonna be,
it's $50.
Yeah.
well, it's going to be a best
It's
of.
only $60 with shipping.
But I mean, if you don't want to, if you're unable to buy all of the OSTs, I mean, this is a great way to get some of the greatest hits, so to speak, or literally. So we do recommend that you go check out that site, sign in with
Remember,
your
you have to log in.
Yep, sign in with your Square
That'd be
Enix
like
account.
Chille and go, man, these buttons don't work. I can just highlight them.
Oh, I'm not logged in. And choose your favorite 10. So go give that a check out once the show is over. Any other songs you guys want to talk about before we continue on?
Papaya.
I really like Thunder Rolls.
Yes, that one too.
Like, I like a lot of the like kind of slower, languid, more thoughtful ones.
I like Ravana's theme.
Which
As
one, the
well.
first part or the second part?
The second part.
Is it the hand that holds the rose?
I think so.
Or that might be the first part. I'm not sure.
I can't remember. All I know is it's the one with the lyrics.
I believe it's a hand that holds the rose. I think the first part is called Unbending Steel.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
And then just as a reminder, everybody, we will be continuing on with the playthrough of the Stormblood OST on Monday here at twitch.tv/PhoenixStarRadio on that edition of Music Monday. So do tune in, and we'll be continuing playing through the newest soundtrack. So, we had a live letter this Monday, guys,
Yeah.
Ooh.
at super freaking early in the morning.
I've
Like every
never
live
watched
letter.
it.
I saw
I
some
actually,
of it.
I was actually awake for it for once.
Yeah, that's
I heard
weird.
highlights from other people.
So, here's what we've got coming up the soonest. They gave us a date for patch 4.36.
And I'm
August
so happy I'm wrong.
7th. You were expecting it to be earlier, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were expecting like the end of this month.
Yeah, because it's a 0.1 patch, so I didn't expect them to take forever to release it.
But
Sometimes schedule's gonna schedule.
Yeah.
there's a decent amount of content we're getting. We're not just getting Pagos,
Uh,
which that's a big chunk of content. Don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
people are really, really looking forward to the next step in Eureka.
Oh god, I still need to get to level 20.
But aside from Pagos, which they haven't really explained much of what it's going to be. Hopefully, we get maybe something coming up soon.
Snow Pazuzu.
No.
I mean, they do
Smooth.
still have the 4.3 trailer site, or
Oh, they probably put
patch
some up
site
there.
that they
Yeah.
Yeah, they have continued to update it as the
Yes,
various sub patches came up.
And that has been updated again, so I think there might be some more information on it out there.
Mhm.
Let me go take a look right now.
And if when you get the link out, can you put it in the Twitch chat? That'd be
Sure.
amazing. The other thing that's coming on August 7th is the Monster Hunter World crossover event, guys. And this
Oh
is,
man, some of my Monster Hunter friends are excited to try out 14 because of that.
So, this is not just a really quick event. This is permanent.
Yeah.
It's going to have 2 parts. It's a high level, level 70 trial with an 8-man normal mode and a 4-man extreme mode.
Oh man, just like a real hunt.
Yep.
And, Chille, you want to talk about the 4-man hunt?
Yeah, from what I've read online, you will not be able to use healing spells during the extreme version. You'll be limited to using the revive system from Monster Hunter and potions.
Oh man, but can you make rations in the field?
No, that'd be amazing. But remember, you can get a spit for your house. So,
So tasty.
yeah.
Nom,
Which
nom.
I really hope has some sort of interaction where you can actually spin it. That will make me so happy.
No aggro meter.
Yeah, no aggro meter, but that the enemy will aggro random people.
So that tank is going to have to be paying a lot of attention.
But what makes this unique is Monster Hunter never has an aggro meter. That's why it's been inspired for the Final Fantasy 14 trial to have no aggro meter. But
I like it.
the Behemoth fight in Monster Hunter, they're adding an aggro meter for the fight.
Oh, or at
Yeah.
least for the probably the easier version.
No, for the hard mode. Well, there's no hard mode. It's just one fight in Monster Hunter.
Oh, they only have one mode. Okay.
Yeah, they talked about each game is going to follow the rules of the other game.
Yeah. Well, in fact, the guy joked when he found out about the hard mode because he didn't know that there was the hard mode and easy mode for the event Monster Hunter event on Final Fantasy, and they said that they'll add a hard mode Behemoth fight in the future
Excellent.
because he didn't think that was possible.
I'm also assuming that the Behemoth fight is going to be very hard to begin with. Monster Hunter is notoriously a difficult game.
Yeah.
Hey, you can defeat everything using the starting weapons and armor as long as you don't have to worry about time.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
As long as you're crazy enough to try and do it, yeah, you can do it. You can do anything if you try.
VICTORY.
Yeah, I'm not sure that bit's actually true. I'm going to go crush your dreams.
So some of the stuff we get from beating these fights is we get Rathalos styled armor. We get a Rathalos mount.
Which plays the Monster Hunter music.
We get minions. Palico and Poogie minions. I don't know what a Poogie is, but...
He's
It's
a
a
little
little
pig.
pig.
You
Little
hug
pig.
him for luck.
Yeah.
It does nothing. And yet, if you don't do it, you will be cursed.
Yeah.
Your carves will never drop the rubies.
Oh,
Back me
so
up here,
it's
Chille.
Final Fantasy 11 all over again?
I mean, this is not specific to any particular Final Fantasy. This is just how gamers work. For people who can do an absurd amount of math crafting, we are a superstitious bunch of fuckers.
Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
yeah.
You're right. If you've watched any of our streams, especially when we're doing Uznair or something like that, you're damn right we're superstitious.
I've got a friend that does a random every time they get to a door. If they get a high number, it's like left. If they get a low number, it's right.
I use random.org, and then I do a dance.
I listen to my stomach. My stomach tells me where to go.
Well, your stomach always says go to Nando's.
And
Is it ever wrong?
I don't know. I've never been to Nando's.
I had some friends who swore by the NASCAR rule, where you chose a direction and then you just kept turning that direction.
To be fair, though, I did that once, and that was the floor where I got 6 rainbows in a row. And I was also listening to Madonna Living on a Prayer on a loop.
Whoa, not wrong.
Okay, what did I say about superstitious fuckers? Because I feel like you're proving my point for me.
Yeah, and we'll also be getting some special Monster Hunter inspired furnishings for your homes.
Yeah, like a spit, which I really hope is a interactive item.
With a big chunk of meat on it.
Yeah, so you can see your characters set their spin in it.
That would be cool. They also
And then if you stop it at the right time, you get super amazing high quality meat. So tasty.
Luna, what do you think of all this? Did Luna leave us? Luna muted, so she must have to take care of the kids or something. Continuing on. The companion app is slightly behind schedule. Possible that we'll see a release at the end of July, most likely August. So I would rather that they got it right than release it and have it broken and cause a lot of issues. Niantic.
I mean, quite frankly, anytime you have something that's interacting with the inventory at all, you want to like octuple check it, because item duplication bugs happen when you have something that interacts with the inventory.
Oh, plus, I mean, the way you can introduce a whole slew of viruses or just other
remember when
nasty
people
things.
remember when someone could force you to sell stuff or take money from your retainer?
Yeah,
but that
standing
was just
next to you or something.
That was just by packet sniffer, wasn't it? Where it could sniff the data.
You could do something similar to that with this type of interaction, and this is going through the through cellular. So
yeah, they kind of want to make sure that doesn't happen.
Absolutely, make sure that it is Loctite solid. Patch 4.4. Then they started talking about that. We got a title for this new the new patch, Prelude in Violet. They didn't give us an exact release date at this point, but they said mid-September, which makes sense.
Yeah.
It seems earlier than what 3.4 dropped, though. I think it is
still
slightly
makes me
earlier.
a little bit early.
Didn't 3.4 drop like end of September, early October? Because it wasn't that far before FanFest.
FanFest, no.
Yeah,
it was a couple of weeks, wasn't it?
FanFest was October.
This is about the same then, because FanFest was, but this is about the same then, yeah.
No, FanFest was October 2 years ago.
Yeah. And this will be dropping mid-September, so that's about right.
No, the actual FanFest. FanFest this year's November.
I'm just saying that this drops in mid-September, so technically it's about the same time as last time.
No, I think it dropped later last time.
Well, no, because it was a couple of weeks before FanFest, and FanFest was October, so that would mean it'd been mid-September.
I can't even remember.
Yeah, I don't. Well, there are release dates. Somebody can look it up sometime, but it seems like there's less time between, or more. I should say, more time between the patch and FanFest this year.
Yeah, because
That's what I was
FanFest
getting
got
at.
delayed till November this year.
Yeah, because that's when they could book it for. But
Yeah. Sometimes real life writes the plot.
Damn you. So, of course, we're getting new main story quests. We are getting a continuation of the Four Lords with a new primal, Suzaku. Not necessarily a primal, but it's going to be our new trial.
A trial.
It's just habit to call it a primal. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean.
Will start losing meaning. Oh my god! Do you want to make Moose rage? Because this is how you make Moose rage.
We can call it a Kleenex. It's the same kind of thing. Anyway, we are getting a new easy and hard extreme mode trial with Suzaku, the
26th of
Firebird.
September.
Was when that one released.
With 3.4, yeah.
So we might get it a week earlier.
A week earlier.
But
That's
like I said,
not that much of a difference.
But there's a lot more time between the patch and FanFest, is what I'm saying. This time,
Right.
Yeah.
Though in that case, that seems more to be an accident of just how FanFest got to be scheduled than anything else.
Yeah. But we're also getting an expansion on the Hildebrand quest line, as well as more Dolmen Reconstruction editions, which is nice because I am sitting here having to NPC my Allegan coins again.
So the thing where you couldn't turn in couldn't turn in materials. That was a bug that they actually
Yeah.
mentioned in the patch thing. You should be
Okay.
able to turn in stuff. You won't get story progression,
But we'll
if you
still
just
get extra money.
Yep.
Yeah, it still gets you money.
All right. Well, I'll have to do that when I check my retainers tomorrow. I mean,
But
I
yeah,
only
that
can
one
turn
was
in
just
one
an
day's
error.
worth of stuff anyway.
I still don't get why. I know it's supposed to be donations, but I still don't get why that donation total didn't go up at all once we'd actually finished the town.
Well, they haven't actually
They have
yes,
a
all the
budget.
stuff is the money hasn't actually started coming in. They're making
Sure.
deals, but they don't actually have the money from it yet.
So they have to budget how much they can give you.
Like, commerce takes time.
Uh,
You don't think an economy just roars to life overnight, do you?
I guess with all the price goals, you're cutting the prices.
All right. So this is the patch where we get 2 new dungeons. We get our hard mode is Saint Mochi's.
So Mochi Mochi.
Mochi Mochi. And the new dungeon is the Burn. I'm actually excited for this one.
Feel the burn. Yeah, I am really interested to see what circumstances are even going to be bringing us to it. The fact that this
Are we going to go save Alpha now?
Maybe. But the fact that this ostensibly overworld desert location is going to be a dungeon really makes me wonder what's going to be happening.
Well, Zelfatal was a dungeon too.
Yeah.
And that was like a pretty large region realistically, but
it was like we were mostly in the Ixal stronghold.
yeah. You know what I mean. But yeah, that's going to really have a lot of story implications. Are we going to actually go see Big Daddy the Gaius?
Hey, not proven.
Not proven.
But it is.
I mean, it totally is.
It totally is.
They could not have made the hints more obvious if they'd put up a giant billboard with a neon arrow pointing, but
Yeah, like Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote style.
something like that.
I wonder what's bringing us back into St. Mochien's.
So the previous time we were helping out treasure hunters who ended up finding
A
rare
book,
seeds.
right?
No.
Was it?
For St. Oceans, that's the Arboretums. We found rare seeds that Idleshire used in its development.
Okay. So what's
Maybe they grew the seeds and now they've got to find a way to kill the monsters because they found out that the seeds actually were giant evil Marlboros.
Fried Popoto. Maybe if Yoshi wears a vague t-shirt. You're not wrong.
Yeah, actually, for those who leveled their botanist, if you've done St. Motians, it actually refers to the fact that you went and got those seeds for them, because that's had a huge impact on the botanical development of Idleshire.
I thought that was actually a part of that was a part of the quest line there, but all that happened after.
But I think the line actually does change based on whether you have completed St. Motians or not.
Okay.
Hang on, I can check that easily enough.
I don't remember that. It's been a long time since I did that. I mean, it was a fun dungeon. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens this time. Hopefully, we don't have to fight too many more bees.
Bees, my god.
Bees.
Not the bees.
We are also getting a new raid. We are getting the Alpha Escape.
We know what the final boss is, don't we?
Alpha.
Yeah, it's got to be Alpha.
Does it?
No.
He turns on us, and then we got to fight an astrologian Chocobo, and he kills us with salty water.
Okay. I was just trying to do some thinking on this. There has actually been some speculation as to who the end boss actually is on this. In the Delta Escape, it was from Final Fantasy V, but Delta is the number for 4. Is that correct?
Correct. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta.
Yeah.
And then it's
It is the 4th letter.
yes.
Yeah.
And then but Sigma, is that 6?
Delta, epsilon, eta, theta.
Or is that further down the
Hey.
line?
Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. I think sigma is a bit further along. I can't remember exactly though.
Well, I know the phrase Sigma 6 is a thing, but I'm not sure if that's because Sigma has some connotation for 6 or not.
I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
Delta is the fourth. No.
Yeah, Delta's fourth. We did know that one.
So I was just trying to figure out, do any of those indications have any relevance to the bosses that we were given? And apparently that is not
Value
the
of
case.
200.
You know what I mean?
What?
Wikipedia says it has a value of 200.
Sigma?
That I think you must be because Sigma gets used in a lot of mathematical and also some engineering things.
All right. So apparently my thought on that is, that might have, people are saying that because we're getting Alpha Escape, that it's got to be somebody from Final Fantasy 1. And
Could be all the way back to the beginning.
It's a possibility. I'm hoping that's not the case. I mean, it could be kind of cool seeing the four fiends and chaos.
Here we are. It is the 18th letter of the Greek alphabet. In the symbol of Greek numerals, it has a value of 200. Much like we have the whole thing with Roman numerals, there's like a similar one for Greek numerals.
Okay, so 18 divided by 3 is 6. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
No!
Oh my god, we've got to fight the guy in the suit and
Gordon Freeman?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Anyway, the reason I was bringing that up is I wanted to see if there was any correlation with the their position in the Greek alphabet and the boss that we got.
Oh, guys, 1 second. Lunavox says, sorry guys, I ended up getting sick and almost made myself black out. I'll catch you all soon again. Love, hearts.
Yep, so Luna, feel better. We will...
feel better soon, Luna. We miss you already.
Yeah, she had too much fun out at her family's place, apparently. But feel better, and we will catch you later, all right? So continuing on, it still could be anybody, realistically. A lot of people still want...
That's
Final
one of the
Fantasy
ones
VII.
that people...
That's the one everybody wants. They want to see the one-winged angel.
I want Supernova to be the transition.
Oh.
Could be amazing. But I mean, there are a number of other ones that could potentially make sense, so...
Not really. Apart from Fantasy 1, there's not really many super transition bosses.
You don't think we get something from Final Fantasy 4?
You could totally do...
Final Fantasy 8?
There is totally one that you could do for FF1.
Chaos.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I mean. Apart from Fantasy 1, there's not really many.
Chaos.
Oh, no, I was saying, for a final... you could do Garland transitioning into Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Garland into Chaos.
Okay. I had not heard Garland, so I had missed something there.
I
just said Chaos, though, but, yeah. But the problem with that is they normally have a couple of trash floors, and it would be a bit weird to have some of the four fiends. Because you don't really have,
do the four fiends as a single boss, as a boss rush kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you can...
Well, not trash, but you know what I mean? They're not the big... Because the four fiends are kind of big.
Right. But that one level of Alexander where you fight the four robots.
That'd be cool.
So much PTSD.
Only if there's a part of the raid where you have to go get Bahamut's tail... A rat's tail, sorry. Was it a rat's tail?
And the Oxy Ale? So you can go underwater and talk with King Behemoth. Or King Bahamut, sorry.
Yeah, so you get your jobs. Good times.
But, so I mean, possibility, there's a lot of speculation as to what it could be. I am excited to see what this stage brings us. I mean, it's going to be tough to top Kefka, but...
All I know is I thought of the most horrendous minion interaction ever. Do you guys want to hear what it is?
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Right, you know that the FanFest has the cloud mount, right?
Right.
And the secret minions.
Right.
Well, my theory is that those secret minions are going to be Final Fantasy 7 minions. Kind of like how we got the Final Fantasy 10 minions.
Probably.
Makes sense.
One of the minions should be Aerith, right?
Oh, no!
No, okay,
and then
you're fired. You're fired.
You're done.
Chille. You're done.
And you get the Sephiroth minion from...
And
we know where you're going.
And I muted him.
Oh. I mean,
sorry, Chille, we love you, but seriously, no.
They
no,
did that
Chille.
at Cydia already.
No.
Aerith was an assist trophy, and The AI, if it was fighting a Sephiroth, would immediately hunt her down if you summoned her.
All right, so we're also going to get Eureka Part 3. That won't be right away. That's going to be just something that's coming in 4.4.
Did they happen to say which element that's going to be?
They did not, though they're expecting it. They mentioned something about logos, even though that's not going to be the actual name of the area.
Interesting.
I recall that, but logos was fire.
If it's Logo, that's the word.
Okay, then I don't know.
Like Logorea is when you can't stop talking.
Oh, so it's what you suffer from.
Pretty much.
They also mentioned we will be getting new dungeons for Lost Canals. So is that meaning we're going to get an expansion, like a new type of map, like the Thieves map? Or
I still haven't even been in there.
are we
and
going
everything's
to get
like a
a
heinous
refresh of the loot? Or just the entire system?
Or maybe some different types of floors.
We'll have to see. Maybe we'll go beyond floor the 7th room.
To go even further beyond the floor.
Yes.
Oh god.
And muted again.
No.
Thank you, everyone. This was my favorite episode of Phoenix Down Radio.
Because you got
Last
muted.
one.
Because you got muted. Because you had a fit of logoria. You just wouldn't stop spewing out of your mouth.
Hey, all I was going to finish that was saying, just like the X-Def one.
Don't make me mute you again, Chille.
What? Remember, if you got the X-Def and the turtle minion name.
I told you, Chille. New Grand Company rank. We are getting Captain.
Yay!
That's actually pretty cool. I'm glad they're continuing the expansion.
We're commissioned officers.
Yeah, because
Captain,
first
my captain.
you are the very model of a modern major general. So I mean that means we're gonna have another level of stuff for our dudes to do. Our
Given that our increasing ranks seem to be based on our ability to lead and command, that I'm expecting more stuff with the squadrons.
which is good.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that means they'll get an up in their level.
From what I heard, you can only get the new rank from doing squadrons, so...
I think that was the case with second lieutenant to first lieutenant, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You had to get up to 50 and you had to do something or other and so many seals or whatever. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
In general, you had to be awesome with your squadron.
Yes.
And I mean, like, if you look at the list of ranks, it actually talks about the highest one you can buy with your way with seals into is the it's described as word thing of commission, like non-commissioned officer and commissioned officer, and so like that literally means, hey, this is a thing where you're commanding people.
Private third... No, Chief Flame Sergeant. No, Flame Champion. That was it, yeah.
Sorry, that's the highest, but before we start having all the stuff with squadrons.
Yeah, the highest at that point was second lieutenant, so.
Yeah.
We get mannequins, guys.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Again,
Will
it's
they
not
cost 15 million each? Like in
No,
Phalanx 11?
you're going to have to do Garrison.
God, did anyone do Garrison?
I did. You had to
Yeah,
do
that's
Garrison
why
to
they
get your
went-
first one.
They
Yes,
eventually made the parts available through other means.
Well, see, I had mine when they first came out because I wasn't spending $15 million for a head.
Yeah, they were like... It was like 100 million for the whole set on my server. Stupid.
I did make a good amount of gil by selling some extra parts that I got.
Yeah.
But no, I tried farming those myself, and once you got the first one built, you could buy them for like 100K.
Eventually.
No.
Yeah.
When they added multiple where you could get more than one, they were dirt cheap.
Yeah, no, I mean, at first you could only have the one. It wasn't until later that you could buy them.
But you couldn't buy them until you had your first one.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, parts were still a little expensive at the time, but to get the second and third, it was a lot cheaper. I wonder how they're going to implement that and what types of things we're going to get out of it. It'd be kind of interesting.
Well, they talked about being able to sell the sets
Oh yeah, that was a thing they talked about, wasn't it?
Well, if you equip it an armor set, you can actually sell that on the market board.
Yeah, it gets linked to the market board, and you can click on it, and it'll buy the entire set right off of it.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, it's like you're buying off the display model. That's pretty neat.
That is neat. So, I mean, you can craft it all up, and you can put it up there, and boom. Or let's say you've been farming Zemel Darkhold for some of those special glamour sets, and you can just put the whole set up there, and people can buy it off all in one shot, and go get their the different achievements for it.
Yeah,
Man, those achievements are ancient.
I still haven't finished that though.
I
haven't done any of them.
I have all the parts. I've just never gotten around to it.
I've been working on getting a few of the pieces. I've been running some solo runs to it, but I've been getting just way too many duplicate pieces.
I don't even know what you're talking about, really.
So the back
it's
in
a 1.0 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like my body is a temple for getting all the pieces of the Templar gear.
Oh, yeah.
Then there's the Motley Fool for the Harlequin stuff. Something like that.
Yeah.
And then there was one more for there was 3 sets. There's like a pirate set.
Buccaneers. Yeah. Talk Like a Pirate Day is the achievement for that, I think.
Yep. So there's 3 sets that you can get out of that dungeon, and if you got all 3 sets, equipped it all, and talked to Jonathan, you'd get the achievement for that.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's gear that actually is sellable.
By the way, while we're talking about Jonathan, it'd be nice if they had some more items.
They will.
Because the whole point of them getting rid of the Veteran Award was so they could have different ways to get different unique items, and they haven't really.
Well, when they introduced that system, they did add a couple of different items in there. So I'm assuming that they will. I'm hoping this expansion will bring more.
Well, yeah, because especially as they had that mount, and then they did that once and they haven't done anything since.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see, because it was 4.2 that they added that, wasn't it?
Fairly recently.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was the last patch. Anyway, it's stuff that can be looked up. I just can't be bothered to do it. Speaking of adding things to content, though, the Gold Saucer is getting a new gate, or a new type of gate. Platforming puzzles.
Oh god, it's Xenogears all over again.
I figure it'd be like Mario World 3D.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be as bad as Xenogears. Fucking Tower of Babel, and then you'd get a random encounter as you're jumping for the swinging thing, and that would cancel the jump, and as you came out of the random battle, you'd fall.
They're building a replica of the Kugane Tower in the Gold Saucer.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Right?
I want to say it's worse than anything because of how many players will be there.
Well, it's a good thing that they're trying to get people to do some of the more casual content like the Gold Saucer, and I'm glad that they're actually expanding upon it.
I'm happy they're expanding, but 120 people doing the jumping puzzle?
Yeah, and it's going to be a time
it'll calm down
thing.
over time.
What we need more is more stuff to spend our MGP on again. I'm back up to 2.5 million, so...
Yeah, but no, all of us had 2.5 million.
Yeah, you've only got 1.3 million.
I don't have that. I bought them.
Oh, I thought you made like another. I thought you made like 2 million.
I only made 1 point. I only had about 100k, and I made 2.8 million, but I bought all the furnishing and I bought them.
I see. Well, yeah, you don't do your minion challenge every week, and you don't do. You probably don't do.
Wow.
Fashion report every week.
No.
Wow. So rude.
Well, he doesn't.
I don't.
So rude. You don't point that out.
Oh, and he probably doesn't do all the gates all the time. Or the chocobo racing. Anyway, sorry.
This is the guy
he does love his mother.
Aww.
I'm not... Sad. Because I know things about that you shouldn't have brought that up for, Seyrr.
Awkward.
You insensitive prick.
He doesn't know.
He just doesn't recall. That's all good.
Oh, crap. Now I feel bad. This is not the first time I've made a bad joke. I've made what I thought was a silly joke and actually made it to someone who had a complicated family situation. Why does this keep happening?
It's fine, man.
Yes.
Anyway, I've been doing a bit of research while we've done this.
Yes,
the Falcon mount was July 2017.
But the Falcon mount was not something that you got for going to Jonathas. That was something for being logged into the game
I'm just
for 90
saying that
days.
would be. That's what I was talking about. I would love for them to add something like that again.
Oh, that. Yes. That would be nice to get another expansion upon that particular system.
Because, the Jonathan's and this was supposed to be to replace the Veteran Awards, so...
Correct. Makes sense.
Just give us some random loot sometimes.
Okay, you guys remember about a year ago we were talking about things that Final Fantasy 14 can add to the game?
Vaguely.
And one of the things that we talked about were like anniversaries.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? They're doing it.
Sweet.
4.4, they're going to add in anniversaries as well as new ceremonies for Eternal Bondage.
I've already told my wife that we're going to do the anniversary stuff because we've been married in game for 3 years. So I'm hoping that the anniversary stuff I'm guessing it's just going to be redoing the ceremony.
Possibly. You can maybe renew your vows. Maybe there's going to be like a party.
First year is paper. I want to say...
Second year is rock. Third year is scissors. Fourth year is lizard. Fifth year is Spock.
Okay,
oh my god, never talk to me again. That show is nerd blackface.
I agree, but I just love the idea of paper rock, scissors, lizard, Spock.
Leather is the third year.
That sounds right.
Though I was really convinced that it was scissors. In fact, I was close to saying until you said that, and so until you carried on, I was close to saying at least it's the anniversary where you're not supposed to run. Then.
Oh my god, Chille. Okay, we've got a title now: Paper Rock, Scissors, Lizard, Spock.
All I know is
God, no.
it's the Eternal Bondage, and we've just got a leather outfit for anniversary.
I knew you had to go there, Chille.
Miss Matters would be very disappointed at you right now.
But laughing hysterically.
No, she probably wouldn't, actually. She doesn't go for that kind of humor.
Well, then there's something wrong with her.
No, if we do get the... No, carry on.
She has an excellent call about that, too. I am going to read it to you later.
No.
All I know is if the anniversary is the wedding stuff, I do hope that one of the new priests is an Amazu. I want to be given away to an Amazu.
Oh my
do
god!
You take her? Yes.
Oh my god!
And then all you hear is it walking backwards and forwards, squeak. Yeah, but it's still.
Oh man, that little squeak, 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 squeak.
You take her? Yes.
No.
I now pronounce you man and wife. Wasoy!
Wasoy!
And then you're right out of there on your ceremonial Mikoshi.
Ching ching.
I remember when I got married, I still find it funny that the stream was all completely convinced that I was marrying my fat cat. Because, my wife was late, so all you saw was like, oh yeah, I'm getting married. And my fat cat's next to me.
Rory brings up a good point. That whole thing was not as bad as beating Tsukiyomi.
Oh yeah, that was sad. And I'm the only one who really knows that.
Good times. Anyway, of course, because it's a new patch, we will be getting a new tombstone. They're also gonna be doing some updates to the first 24-man raid tier, Crystal Tower.
Because it's crazy.
Well, the fact that you can barely get in there unless you bring in a full preformed. They're going to be changing the requirements, maybe reducing it so you can go in as a single party. That'd be pretty amazing.
No, the requirements. I thought they would get update. I thought it was the quest to get it.
Well, I'm hoping that they allow us to get in there without having 24 people.
You can.
I mean, like, you can do an undersized party for it right now, though there are some limits, just because of the nature of some of the mechanics, for instance.
Well, I mean, if you do Labyrinth of the Ancients, you need to have at least 12 people. Minimum.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, Atomos is not happening.
Yeah. So, and Ruby Lancer in chat is kind of agreeing with me. He thinks that they're changing requirements for that.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
or maybe just or you're saying, okay, I see what you're saying. They're changing it to for how you get the crystals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Ruby, that's right.
I'm still hoping that they make it so you can do it as just a 8-man party, not need like, most of an alliance.
But they'd have to change the Atmos stuff.
It wouldn't be all that hard to do, would it? Just make
I-
We
it.
don't know how
I
it's
never-
made.
I never tried to guess how hard it would be to actually make a modification like that.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's not impossible. Don't know what kind of time is required for it.
It's more like improbable.
I'm not going to try to speculate one way or the other.
Unlikely.
It will require resources, and they have to balance the importance of that resource versus using it elsewhere.
Correct. And they're going to update the duty recorder usage, adding it to be able to be used in more instances, more fights, as well as updating the unending journey features. So I'm hoping upon hope we can go into it and we can access the single player instances.
No, if I'm right, it's you can watch multiple cutscenes in a row, something like that.
Okay. So you can chain them?
Yeah.
I would rather be able to go in and play that blitzball type game, or that whatever PvP game against Raubon.
Oh,
That was
the Grand Melee.
Yeah, I want to redo some of those types of things. And let us do it from the unending journey.
I mean, people have definitely talked about wanting that, and the devs are aware that that's something we want.
So, I mean, I would think that'd be one way to be able to access it. So, again, just a thought. Is it probably we're going to get it? No. I mean, they didn't expound upon everything that they're going to be giving us for all these things. These are the things that they talked about, that the changes
Also,
are going to be
remember
made.
this is preview part 1, so
Yep.
chances are that preview part 2 might expand on some of the stuff that they would sort of, it's happening, kind of, maybe, possibly.
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, Seyrr, you know what I just realized? I forgot to mention that about that you wanted to maybe take some questions instead of doing a full lore segment. So let me throw that out right now. If anybody in the Twitch chat wants to throw out some really quick lore questions, things that you're curious about within the world of Final Fantasy XIV, throw them out in Twitch chat. If you really want to, you can jump into the Discord channel, and you can ask Seyrr a question, and he can expound upon it.
Yeah, we've still got a little bit of time before that starts, but Seyrr ended up staying up until something like 3 a.m. chasing down threads of a thing that started with someone asking one question about around when Ivalice existed, and then we just followed thread after thread, and it was a very wide-ranging discussion, and then I didn't sleep.
It was a very deep rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah.
The deepest.
Yep. So
The deepest
I wanted
lore.
to mention, I apologize for not saying something earlier about it, Seyrr. But anybody who's watching in the chat, feel free.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this on the podcast, you know what? Send us an email on it, podcast@phoenixradio.com. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions later on, too. So,
Yeah, got a quick question that's been burning a hole in your pocket doesn't work with its question.
In your
That
soul?
metaphor fell apart. That feels weird. Anyways, yeah, just go ahead and ask. I'm happy to do quick questions, quick answers.
okay. There's a couple more things that we can talk about that they did discuss with the upcoming patch 4.4. This one I'm very happy about. Player configuration data will be able to be saved to the server.
Oh, that's something people have been asking about for a while.
How many people actually play on multiple computers or multiple PlayStations, and they have to keep their configuration data up to date on all of those machines?
All I know is I hope we can save it and then have it for our alts.
It's tied to characters at this point. If it's similar to how it's currently set,
The bastards.
I believe there might be a way that you can export it. I don't know how that works on PlayStation 4, but I think there's a way you can export a HUD from one character to another character on PS or on PC.
Yeah.
So, again, don't
Don't
quote me
think
on
you
that.
can do it.
But I guess I play on my desktop, and I also have Final Fantasy 14 on my laptop as well when I'm out and about. So not having up-to-date gear sets and everything like that really makes playing the game difficult when I'm out and about. So having it server side would be amazing. One thing that they noted is you have to opt into that. It is not turned on by default when they enable it. And it's not guaranteed it's going to be enabled at the drop of patch 4.4. None of this is. Well, with the exception of the main story scenario. No. I doubt that Eureka Part 3 is going to be at the drop of 4.4.
Software development is a moving target.
True.
Hi. Anything else that you want to talk about from the live letter? I mean, that was most of the preview. But they then also went into quite a long discussion on the upcoming crossover event. I couldn't understand a word of what they said. I don't know Japanese. And
whose
driving.
fault is that?
My own.
Exactly. I don't know what my point was there.
Well, it's Yoshi's fault for not speaking English. One thing that actually was brought up in English during the live letter, Foxclon did talk about the NA FanFest ticket sales and how, you know, they did some research on it and that they did not find any wrongdoing or any signs of foul play or any, you know, signs pointing to a bunch of scalpers, bots, yada, 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 improper people purchasing a number of tickets.
I know people were certainly making claims, but I saw, for instance, on the subreddit, there was someone who had a name that was official and then some major free company name, I forget what, except official was misspelled, claiming that they had gotten a batch of extra tickets and out of the goodness of their hearts, they were selling them for $600 each. And it was like a account that had just been created that day, never made another post. It was clearly someone trolling and trying to get people angry at it.
Though there was a screenshot of somebody saying that they had that their bot had worked and they had bought 20 tickets.
People say all sorts of things.
Again, this is all just hearsay and alleged.
I bought 150 tickets. There's no proof, but I did it.
I would like to believe the fact that the event is just that popular, that there are that many people who really want to access FanFest. But there's parts of me that are still really not quite believing the story.
I don't believe it just because they said that there's more tickets on sale. More tickets on sale, yet a lot shorter time selling it.
Yeah, they said they sold more, had more tickets available this year than previous years.
Yeah.
And there was, 5,000 or 6,000 people at the 2016 FanFest?
Yeah.
Does that seem about right to you guys?
I have no idea. I'm shit at estimating crowd size.
Well, it was about 3,200, I want to say, at 2014 FanFest. And they said they went to about almost double the next year, or the next FanFest. So that'd be around 5 to 6. I know the Paris could handle it. So if they went to, say, 6,000 to 8,000, and they sold out in 20 times faster than 2016.
Well, I mean, were there more people who were hyped and wanting to do it this time around?
It's possible. They also, the window for people who were eligible to buy was a lot bigger. As long as you had a free, you could even have a free account, any time between January and June or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty huge range of people who got that link sent to them. I don't know if you noticed, but they said that for the EU FanFest, it's between June and July. So
that's a lot short.
Exactly. And I believe it no longer includes free accounts.
As always, North America is the beta test from England.
You're not wrong.
No, they are. People had been saying that, oh, England has their merch queue stuff and we don't, so we're clearly not getting it. Shortly after which it was announced that, yes, we are going to have
Yes,
pre-order.
Bayonne did say that they haven't specified exactly what they're going to do yet, but they are working on pre-order for merch. So, guys, merch line Savage has been taken off the board.
Thank fucking God.
Hopefully. With that being said, Seyrr, I'm going to send you my list.
All right. Subject to if there's a limit, count limitations, I'm getting my Encyclopedia Eorzea first.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I'm that one. I'm willing to wait on a second batch because I'm really not digging that in-game item.
All the items all I care about. I don't even care about the book. I want that item.
You want that item?
I want that item.
That hideous hat?
Yes, I want it.
Why?
Because it'll look cute on my Lalafell.
No, it won't.
It will. Everything does.
God, that thing is hideous. I hope you're being a troll right now, Chille.
I don't think he is.
I really do like it.
You want that $50 hat, huh?
Yeah.
It's like Malibu Stacy, now with a new hat.
But it's hideous. That hat.
It's a new hat.
It's nice. And it's a new hat. Yeah, look.
Come on, somebody has to agree with me that hat is hideous.
I have no strong opinions.
I mean, I don't think it's beautiful, but I like it.
I don't.
It's not the best looking hat, but it's not the worst looking hat.
Yes, it is. It is the worst looking hat ever.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Like,
Well, I suppose if
It may
you
not be a
put Make
great-looking hat,
Eorzea
but if
great
you're
again
gonna-
on it, that would be worse.
if you're gonna say worst hat ever, you're gonna have a lot of competition for that crown. So to
Okay,
speak.
such as
Including most of the crowns.
I would rather wear most of those crowns, except for the one that
So,
Viserys
any
wore in
coif.
Game of Thrones.
Any coif.
Yeah, any coif.
Those are still better than this hat.
No, they aren't.
Yes.
Klauss, I will end our friendship over this.
That hat is hideous.
Fucking coifs. Why the fuck are there coifs?
Why the fuck is there this hat and you have to pay $50 for it?
Because Matoya wears it. Maybe
Yeah.
you want to roleplay being an old lady.
Then go to Shisui and jump in that box.
But you can't do that all the time.
Without knowing what you're talking about, that sounds really wrong.
Oh my.
Not a big fan of jumping into those old lady
Rory,
boxes.
what hat are we talking about? We're talking about the in-game item hat that comes with Encyclopedia Eorzea 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Havana Nights.
And Havana Days.
Sure.
It's basically it's like a dyeable version of Matoya's hat, and I am not a fan of it.
Well, it's dyeable.
I think it's dyeable. I thought I saw the little dot on it when they showed it.
It's diabolical.
It is.
Wait, what?
Thank you, Aurori. Thank you.
Aww.
Vindicated. If Aurori says so, it is so. Because Aurori's that awesome.
I feel like that's not how evidence works, but I also feel unable to prove to the contrary.
And you can't disprove that Aurori is awesome. Okay. So it looks like the questions have been kind of quiet. My apologies on not getting that out sooner.
It happens.
We can maybe do that for an upcoming segment. Ask Seyrr anything.
All I know is I can't wait for the monk section. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, that's one I've been meaning to have coming for a while, and then everything keeps happening.
Yeah.
I missed like most of a week of work because I was sick.
Lovely. Well, I'm hoping you're
Uh,
feeling better now.
I am feeling better now.
That is good.
Yay.
All right, so let's go ahead and put a pin on that then. We'd like to hear what you guys have questions on, the things that you want to see coming in 4.4, the things you're excited about that they talked about in the live letter. So you can always interact with us on Twitter at PHXDNradio. You can hit us up on our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/PhoenixDownRadio. Or you can always shoot us an email, podcast@phoenixdownradio.com. So since we are going to forego the lore segment for this week, since the librarian was sick, and that's fine. I understand. I'm disappointed.
French onion soup.
French onion soup is amazing, especially if it's homemade.
Oh man, we made it once and it was like okay, and then we remembered we needed to add the sherry, and then it was amazing.
That would be cool, Rory, if you actually added fans while you're doing the Thavnarian dance.
Oh man.
Cool.
So anyway, what I was going to say.
I assume you mean fans like the kind that
Hand
one
fans.
uses to wave air, and not like people applauding you.
Maybe she wants those types of fans
What?
too.
Can't we have both?
There you go. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you liked what you heard, please make sure to like, subscribe, or follow us on iTunes, Google Podcasts, which is a brand new app out on the Google Play Store. We are out there, and it apparently works for all of the different tags because I could find us under FFXIV and Final Fantasy Podcasts. Thank fucking Christ.
I wonder if there's a podcast for Chille and see what I pop on.
I don't know. Yeah, it's going to pop up every single podcast then, Chille. YouTube or whatever your preferred podcatcher is. And if possible, leave us a rating or review. As most people who run a podcast will tell you, it's how we really are found within the community. It helps with all the search rankings. Give us what?
If you leave us a review for iPuppet, we'll read it out.
Yes, in that sexy voice of his. And make sure that you read it slow enough so people can understand it. None of this micro machine shit anymore, okay?
Yeah, it needs to be sensual.
Yes.
Oh, it's a review. I'll have to say it slow and
yes.
tastefully.
Say it slow, then fast. Wait, what?
Yeah, we'll start slow and then get a little bit faster over time.
Yeah. Now slow it down again.
Yeah.
Anyway, reviews are how people can find us, and it really does affect the different algorithms within how we get seen within the different podcatchers. So if possible, that'll be greatly appreciated. Oh, Private Poto wants it read in ASMR.
A little bit like this. You want me to talk like this for the review? Okay.
Oh my, it's going to be British and ASMR.
Okay, I actually got tingles from that.
Beautiful.
We can do a bit like this.
If you really dig the show, you can maybe consider subscribing to us here at twitch.tv, like our newest subscribers, Fry Papoto and Puma Oblivion. Thank you so much for those subs. They really are appreciated. You can, or if you want, you can also support us out on patreon.com/PhoenixDownRadio, like the amazing and incomparable Rory Fenrir. All of the funds that we get from that go to help keep the show going, cover things like the hosting, as well as allow us to do some fun things like some giveaways. I'll look forward to some of those coming up in the future as we get closer to our 500 followers here on Twitch. I think we're only a couple away now, actually.
We're 3?
2. According to what I see, we are at
refreshed.
498. So we will probably do something soon once we hit 500. Maybe not right away, but soon. Like I said, the funds that we get from your subs and your support out on Patreon helps us fund things like that. But no matter what type of support it is, we really do appreciate it. Whether it's a like, a retweet, a follow, or a sub, it's always greatly appreciated because we love interacting with you guys. Again, our website is PhoenixDownRadio.com. You can find all of our back catalog of podcasts as well as Moogle Go Round Radio. You can find them on there as well. Our Twitter,
But
again.
if you want Final Fantasy content, maybe give Moogle Go Around on this.
Yeah, you mean don't give them a listen because you don't talk about Final Fantasy 14 anymore? Or hardly ever?
Hey, we talked a bit this week.
Yes, you did. Well, you talked to some other people too. Did you like the
we
title
did.
I gave your show this week?
Yes, it was great.
Nice little double entendre on that.
A double entendre can only mean one thing.
It was wonderful. I don't know. And like I said, if you want to check out all of our podcasts in video form, as well as some other interesting things from our exploits out on Final Fantasy, you can check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/Phoenix Down Radio. So let's go ahead and hit those shout outs, guys. Who wants to start?
I totally had something and then I'm blanking on it. Chille, you go first.
Okay,
And go at a normal speed, please.
fine. A shout out to She Heals I Tank at twitch.tv/She Heals I Tank. Shout out to Maelstrom Radio at twitch.tv/Maelstrom Radio. Shout out to these awesome folks, Seyrr, Klauss, and Luna. We miss you already. I hope you feel better soon. A shout out to everyone at my other podcast, PlayStation Unchained, with Gary, Tim, Neil, Chris, all the folks over there. And a shout out to Fry Popato because they are awesome and I like them. And a shout out to Aurori because she is the best.
Yes. Sarah, were you able to think of something? Oh, Chille, before we go, how can they get a hold of you on social media?
You can contact me at Chille UK. Remember, if I reach 1,100 followers by the end of August, I'm going to do a giveaway.
How close are you?
1,072. 75 now.
Oh, wow. So 25 away. And you've got a little over a month and a half. Or little under a month and a half.
Yeah. My goal was 1,100 by the end of summer, so...
Well, end of summer is technically September 21st.
Yeah, but I want to aim for August.
You're doing for
because-
August. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Sarah.
So shout out to my FC leader, Cyrilla Wrongway, also known as Frank. I remember on one of the, I think on the one where Bayon was talking about the merch line, someone was just below that making some silly complaint, and like a person immediately after just absolutely shut him down with burn ward level comment, and I was like, oh my god, that's hilarious. And then I looked and saw that it was him, and it's like, oh man, you always know how to put that cutting barb in right when it's needed.
Yes.
Great guy, love talking with you. Looking forward to seeing you at FanFest. Shout out to all of you wonderful people who are asking random little questions about lore here in our Discord server, in the Gamer Escape Discord server, in the Crucibles Discord server, pretty much anywhere. Like, random lore questions start getting asked, and we will spend the next few hours there. And I love you all for it. You can find my Twitter at FFXIVSEYRR. I mostly post random interesting food things or hilarious stuff I found at the library.
Yay.
And yeah, shout out to all of that. Shouting out is hard. It's hot here.
I want to throw a shout out to Luna. Hope you feel better. You can find her at Luna_Vox. Shout out to her free company, SynRP, because she usually shouts them out. And remember, she is doing that event, hide and find the booty or something like that.
I think it's just find the booty.
Find the booty. That's going to be August 12th on Hyperion. So more details, you can probably check the we'll maybe have her put something up on the website.
Seems reasonable.
And I also then want to shout out Hunt for the Booty. Thank you, Rory. I want to shout out the rest of my co-hosts again, Luna, Seyrr, Chille. You guys are so much fun to work with. I really do appreciate it. All the work that you put into this. It's a lot of fun to work with you guys. We're going to be at 75 episodes next time. So that's quite a feat.
Getting close to that 100.
We're getting close to 3 years.
I think I've been here for 2 now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what am I doing with my life?
A lot of amazing things, apparently.
Woo!
I want to shout out to everybody watching us here live at twitch.tv/PhoenixDownRadio, to our 2 new subs. Dang it, he disappeared on me there. Why does it always have to disappear on me? Fry Popato and Puma Oblivion. I lost what my notification list was. I'm blind today. And I'm feeling blonde as well. Shout out to everybody in the Phoenix Rising Free Company here on Hyperion. And shout out to everybody listening to us out on the podcast. Like I said, we appreciate you guys giving our show a listen and keeping us in doing this every other week. Anything else you guys want to throw out there before we close her out?
If you're gonna spout off a fan theory, make sure you have citable evidence to back it up. Like
well as plenty of
actual
time.
primary source in-game.
And time so because Seyrr is going to basically just prove you wrong. Unless he agrees with it.
Well, I mean, occasionally it'll be like, okay, you turned out to be right by coincidence, but we are still going to punch you for improper technique.
That's a thing. So,
yes.
for Lunavox,
Oh my god, are you doing ASMR of Namasu? I am so
and
okay
I'm
with
gonna go ahead and mute him for now. I think for Lunavox, for Seyrr Timono, and for Chille, I'm Klauss Nightbringer, wishing everybody a wonderful evening. Wash hoy! Take care.
Yes.
Phoenix Down Radio is a
Oh, I
production
got
of .com and Illusion Productions. Final Fantasy XIV and Eorzea are trademarks of Square Enix. In-game content for Phoenix Down Radio is the copyright of Square Enix. Opening music for Phoenix Down Radio is provided by Guilty Gear Rock You. Check out the Metal Chocobo theme cover and many other music videos at youtube.com/Guilty Gear Rock You. Closing music for this episode is provided by Guitar Wanker 90. Please check out their full version of Matoya's Cave and other rock video game covers at youtube.com/Guitar Wanker 90. The views and opinions expressed in this episode are those of Phoenix Down Radio and its hosts and do not reflect the views of Square Enix.